Hello.
Hello.
How
Hello,
are
everybody.
you? Oh, look at my new sweatshirt I got when we
I
were
was
in,
going to say it's a nice sweatshirt.
you know, so John and I can wear it the same size. Like it's big on me, but he can fit into it. So we decided that we were going to get two sweatshirts that we both like so that we could share them.
Nice.
So, and it feels really good. Like it's real nice and roomy.
Yeah.
It's so when it was cold down here this morning, I was like, I'm going to get my new sweatshirt. So,
It looks like
yeah.
a really nice one.
It's very nice. Sadly, so the Boston Red Sox made it into the wild card for the World Series, but then they lost to the freaking Yankees. That's okay though. It's all right. It is what it is. So, hi, I'm back to reality here.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute. It
Yeah.
feels like I was gone forever.
But that's good. I really think this vacation, even though it was stressing you out nonstop, it was definitely something that you needed. You needed to step away.
Yeah, I think so too. And it was like just the separation from being on the computer was huge. Like I had my phone and I had my laptop up, so not my laptop, my iPad, so I could look at my Stitch Fiddle chart. But I made a point of not getting on Facebook and staying away from as much of the political stuff that's going on in America right now. I was just like, I just want to stay away from it as much as possible. That's not to say I didn't talk about it a little bit as I was on the ship with people, but I just was like, I just need a little bit of a break. And then being able to take a break from work and having you guys like take care of everything was huge. I mean, having Josiah to be able to step in and even just write the YouTube descriptions and get everything scheduled was such a big help. Like I was just like, this is so good. I'm so glad that I had all of you guys there. And I was able to just knit. Like we worked out. We enjoyed like time off the ship. We did the spa. We ate, but then I spent a lot of time just sitting around and knitting, which sounds funny. It's like, oh, you just sat and knit, but it's like, but that's what I wanted to do on our vacation. Like we were in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock every night. We didn't do any of the like ship fun stuff at night. We were so tired. And then we were waking up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, not because we set an alarm. Our bodies were just like, so freaking relaxed. We just woke up and it was like, oh, well, let's go work out. Let's go get our workout done. And it was awesome. It was, I mean, who am I? It was not, I mean, I was sending you videos. I was like, this is not me. What is going on? But I loved it so very much. It was so nice. So yeah.
I'm back. Good. I mean, that's all that you needed. You needed to completely unplug and detox, you know, like all that sleeping, all of that, just getting all of the noise out.
Yes.
I'm so glad that you both were able to do it.
Yeah.
Because he did as well. Like,
yeah, he did too. And what's funny is, so like I spent my time knitting and John is interviewing for a new position with his company. So not a new job, but a new position with this company. And he wants to improve what he needs to know for this new position. So he spent a lot of time taking these courses. Like, I don't even know what they're called. Like he was like taking a course
in education
of Michigan. Yeah. So he spent a lot of time on the other side of the table, just taking a course, taking these accounting courses and stuff that he needed to do. So as crazy as it sounds like, oh, you spent your vacation, that's what I like to do. You know what I mean? I like to sit, listen to an audiobook. I listened to several audiobooks. I got to knit. I got to have fun with people. I met some amazing people, amazing people. Like this one couple we met, Ken and Maria. I love them so much. And it's funny. I told Alora, we were going out to dinner with them and she's like, oh, so you made friends. I said, yeah, we made some friends from the state of Washington. And Alora was like, shocker. Because John and I, we love Washington. And I mean, you know that Anne and Bill are from like Portland, Washington. Portland, Oregon, but that whole sort of side of the country. And we just love them to death. The people that we were with totally reminded me a little bit of Bill and Anne. And I'm just like, we have got to get these people to meet. Like they would love each other. we just had such a great time. Like we met when we were at the spa, which is funny because it was a shore day, or like a day that people could go ashore, and we didn't. We decided to stay, and we did the spa that day. So we were the only ones in the whole spa area. So we were just talking.
It was
had
like
such a great time. And then we met afterwards, and then we decided to have dinner together. And it was just so great. I just enjoyed time with them so much. He's a Nobel Peace Prize winner.
That's so wild when you
and
told
the
me
crazy
that.
thing is I had spent days with him before Maria told me that. She's like, well, he's not telling you the biggest thing. And I was like, what's this? And she goes on, I was like, holy crap. Geez, Ken, that's huge. And he's like, well, you're not supposed to tell my secret. And I was like, dude, you're the first Nobel Peace Prize winner I've ever met. So that's pretty awesome. And so as he's saying all this, I'm like, yeah, well, I can knit a sweater. So and he was like, we were in wine. He's like, cheers to that. I'm like, yeah, that's what I can do. And so, I mean, he's lived this amazing life. He's lived in like 30 different countries around the world. He started off in the Peace Corps, and he does this whole thing with like trees and environment sort of stuff. Like he is amazing. He's so nice. She's so nice. And we had the best time with them. And then we met some other people later on the trip. They're from Quebec. And so they were French, and his accent, it was like Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast.
Just talk
and so he was like,
read me the menu.
I loved listening to him. His name was Marco. And so he's like, you can call me Marco Polo. And he's like, champion. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I loved it so much. And he would curse, and he'd look at me, and he'd laugh. And he was like the French version of me as far as like extrovert. He was extreme extrovert. And it was just, we had the best time. There's so much fun. But those are really the people that we met on the boat that we gravitated towards the most, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, we just spent a lot of time hanging out, and like I said, knitting. You guys want to? I can show you some pictures.
Yeah,
I've gotten quite a bit done.
You've gotten so much done.
That's
so wild.
It is a lot of knitting. I absolutely it is a lot of knitting. I'm to the pocket. Like it's time for me to where I'm going to add a pocket. So yes, there's a pocket, because of course there's going to be a pocket. I have loved knitting on it. We've talked about this before. Like that is the biggest thing for me when I'm doing anything for an event. If I am not enjoying the process of working on something, I know nobody else is going to enjoy it. Like it's just, if it's too difficult, if it's too much, it's like, nobody's going to like it. And I get it. Like you look at this, you're like, oh my God, that's a lot of cables. And yeah, it is. But it's so easy, you guys. And I know that sounds like an oxymoron. It's a 16 stitch repeat stitches, 12 rows, but you can see the pattern. Like
they're intuitive.
You're like I don't have to look at my pattern anymore.
You don't have to guess. You're like, yeah, I know exactly what's happening.
It's so easy, and it's exciting. I don't use a cable needle. I do it without so the cables are small enough that you don't have to use a cable needle, so it goes really quickly. And you're just excited to see, what's the next row? Yeah. And the way I set up how the cables interact, it's real easy to know what row you're on, so you don't accidentally like do one too many rows before you do a cable. And so it's really great. It's really great. And I think I talked about this before. I'm doing the cardigan version, and I'm very excited because I'm doing this button band that I saw Roxanne Richardson do on one of her videos that I was watching on the ship, because I love to watch her. If you guys don't, Rox knits, Roxanne Richardson is her name on YouTube. She is amazing. She is like the knitter's knitter. Like she's so incredibly intelligent and articulate, and the way she teaches how things work, like I love watching her videos. And so she was doing this button band on one of her videos, and I was like, I want to do that button band. And this had to have been last month, because I watched it, and I'm like, yes, we have got to incorporate this in something in the future. So I sent it to Shiri, and I'm like, you need to see this. Like, we are going to do this because it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful, the way it's presented, the way it's done. It's such a beautiful finishing. And so when I decided that we were going to have a pullover and a cardigan. I'm like, I want to do that button band. So that's when I decided I was going to make the cardigan so that I could do the button band and make sure it looks good. And I have Cheryl making the pullover version. So there's a cardigan and a pullover. You don't even know this yet. We are actively writing a man's sweater, a man's version, but it's not, we're changing it up so that it could be, it's an entirely different sweater. You know what I mean? But it's for a man. So it could be like a boyfriend sweater, but you could be for yourself, like an oversized.
Sure. It's a unisex sweater. And it would go with either.
Yeah. And I'm thinking we talked last night, Sherry and I did, over texting. I want it to be quarter zip. A quarter zip. So anyways, I mean, I'm just obsessed with it, right? I'm obsessed with these cables. They're so much fun to make. Josiah was here and he was like, he goes, Mom, that's a lot of knitting you've got there. Like, he doesn't know what it is, right? He's like, that's a lot of knitting. He goes, you know, people online, they're saying that they want smaller projects. They like the big projects, Mom, but you keep making sweaters. You need these small, like, he's like lecturing me about what we need to make, right?
Yeah, what you need.
And I said, I know, honey. I said, I'm thinking I'm going to do like a hat or a cowl. He goes, you just did cowls. You should do a hat. You need to make a hat. You do a hat. No, you should do a hat right now. We should make a hat right now. And I should film you doing it so we can have a reel of you making the hat. And you could just do like 3 or 4 of these. And I'm like, it takes time to make the project so you can make the reel. He goes, no. Brianna does it all the time. She's still doing things like, I'm like, okay. I said, okay, so let's go downstairs. Let's pick the yarn. I know what the pattern's going to be. Like, let's go ahead. Let's just get started. And so that was Saturday. I'm on the crown of the hat today. And he's like, wow, that takes a while. Yes. It certainly does. And he goes, yeah, well, but now you have like been filming yourself as you've been making it. So now you don't have to do instructional. I said, baby, I've been filming a reel. There's no talking in that. I still have to make another hat to film the instruction part. Like, that's a whole nother video. He's like, oh, I didn't realize that. I'm like, yeah, that's why it's tricky. And I said, plus we're talking about knitting here. It takes longer. I'm like, it's one of those things. Yeah. But like I said, I like 100% honest to God's truth. Like, I love making these cables so much. I mean, look at this. When I got off of the ship, I was doing the armhole. I was at the armhole separation. So this weekend, that's what I've done. So I've essentially done.
That's a lot.
I've done a lot. And I've loved it so very much. So I'm very, very excited. I just sent it to the testers. I know you saw that. Yeah. I put it in the tester group, which is, I'm sure they're like, no freaking way Marly has turkey trot up and it's October. Like, this is not happening. And I'm just like, no, it's really true. It's really happening. Gosh, I feel like I am talking so much.
No, well, like, we talked about this when you went, because you were like, well, I really should switch. And I was like, it's very rare that when you like get captivated that, oh, if you just put it down, you'll be right back at it.
Right.
And like, it usually happens if you put it down, it's going to be like a month from now. So that's why I was like, just keep going. Just keep going. Go until you don't like it anymore and then put it down.
Well, I did bring the first fall project and I did get started on it. And then I realized I was making like the man size mitten. And I was like, I don't want to make the man size mitten. So I put it down. I was like, nah. And then I picked up this again because I'm like, I just really want to go back to making those cables. So that's what I did. I went back and I loved it. I loved working on it. I know that it is definitely a longer than a weekend project. It's definitely something for turkey trot wise, for VIPers. It's going to take them longer than a week. It just is. But I totally think you could get it done before Christmas and it could be like a really pretty, it's so pretty. It's so
like, that's just the thing. Like, turkey trot is a bigger project. It's not a little project.
No, it's so pretty. It's just, it's lovely. And we're using a wool, 100% wool, and it's not superwash. Not that you can't use superwash. You could, it's just not going to be, it's not going to react the same, and you have to be very careful about the stretch afterwards.
Everything that you see right now before you blocked it, you wouldn't see as crisp.
No. And with superwash, it grows when it gets washed a lot. And so this one will grow a little bit because I'm going to block it out. Like it kind of looks like ribbing right now, but it will not look like that. Like it's going to be sort of blocked out like that. So it'll have like a really cool look.
But still,
it'll be a little
that
longer.
is like crisp, and it's not usually crisp on your camera. You know what I mean? Like that's not a normal thing.
Oh,
that is definitely the yarn doing it.
It is so pretty. And I did a tubular cast on. So it's like this really pretty rolled edge. Like I just did all the stops. I was like, I'm doing this and I'm doing this. And so I just kept texting Sherry. I'm like, well, this is what I did. This is what I'm changing. And then as I was going along last night, I thought to myself, man, this would be really great with pockets. And then I was like, wait a minute. I think we wrote it with pockets. And I had to stop and go and look at the pattern. And I'm like, oh my God, thank God I stopped, because I'm like 4 rows from where the pockets need to start.
Yeah, you would have cruised right by.
I would have just went right on by. Right on by. Yes, Roxanne Richardson. She's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. I love her so very much. I learned so much from her. And I just think she's great. But so we took off from New York, stopped in Boston, and then went to Eastport, Maine. And that's when we did the spa day. We didn't get off at Maine. And then we went to St. John, Canada, which we got off there. And then we went to Halifax, Nova Scotia, where Mikey and Dan live. So I got to go have lunch with Mikey and Dan.
It's so funny that you took an airplane, took like cabs, then took a boat to go see them.
And it was fantastic because I wasn't sure. I thought he lived in Halifax. And then I thought John told me that we were stopping in Halifax. Remember, I was kind of like this when he was talking to me, but I was like, I don't know. And so it was at the airport on the way to New York that I'm like, are we going to Halifax? He said, yeah. And I said, what day? He goes, I'm not sure. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to text Mikey and let him know that we're going to be there in case he's in town. Like, no pressure at all. But if he's there, I would love to see him. So where we were, I guess he was like an hour and a half away, but they drove in and we went to lunch with them. He brought me goodies. I'm going to show you my stuff from Halifax.
Because like that's hard to do on like a short notice is to like drive an hour somewhere else.
Yeah. And it was so lovely to see him and Dan. Like I haven't seen them in person. Well, I haven't seen Dan in like a while. I saw Mikey when we were in the Jimmy Bean's wool retreat thing that we did. But he brought me this bag. It just says local. Okay. So I'm going to pull out the stuff that I bought so that I'll show you that in a minute.
Okay.
Because it really goes with what we're going to talk about. Okay. So he brought me this, and then he brought me a locally hand-dyed yarn that is a rainbow. Yeah. I was like, Mikey, it's so pretty. It's just stinking pretty. It's Muskoka yarn connection. Muskoka yarn goddess. Muskoka yarn goddess. Hand-dyed creative musings. I don't know. It's very, very nice. Very, very pretty, soft. It's merino and nylon. Great for socks, right? Then he brought me this. And I was like, okay. He knows me clearly.
Super fun.
Gobsmacked Astonishing Yarn. Again, it's a locally dyed yarn dyer. So he brought me all these little minis that I'm very excited about. I'm like, I got to make something.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. And then he brought me this little bird. I was like, did you make that? He goes, no. And so he bought it at a someplace. It's like got like pellets in it, so it has a weight. It is so stinking cute. It's obviously
really, really cute.
It is so adorable. So he brought me this little bird. I'm like, well, that is just super cute. So I was it was very nice. We went to a lovely restaurant and had a lovely meal and walked around the pier and just had a lovely time. And then they left and John and I went to a museum that had like Titanic stuff in it and whatnot. And then walked back and we ran into a store, and the store is I don't remember the name of the store. Is the name of the store on here? Nope, it's not on here. Anyways, the store had a whole bunch of like tartans, and because it's Nova Scotia, and so they're very Scottish influence and whatnot. And so Fleece Artist is from Nova Scotia. And we were in there. There were a ton of knit sweaters and knit hats and scarves and thrummed mittens. And then they sold, quote unquote, a kit for thrummed mittens. And if y'all don't know this, for first fall, we're making thrummed mittens. And I was like, well, I gotta buy this. So I did. I bought just to kind of show, hey, this is how easy it is. Like you get some roving, some yarn, and you can make some great mittens. And it's just, so I was like, this is cool. So I brought some.
It's so weird because it's such a niche.
Such a niche thing. And then I walk into a store.
You walk into a store that has them. Like,
I know. How crazy is that? Yes. And so, I mean, I probably spent 20 minutes trying to decide what I was going to buy. Because, you know, you do. But it's just so fun. So I was like, I got to show you this. So I bought this. And then none of the stores here sell eucalyptus. And I found the jasmine scented eucalyptus that used to be Kristen's. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm buying that. So,
yeah, that's a lovely scent.
Right. Yeah. That's my favorite. And so I was just like, well, I'm totally buying that. So I bought this because I think they're from Canada. Right? Isn't eucalyptus from Canada? Yeah. Yeah. And so I was like, well, I'm getting this. So I got this. I almost bought 3, but then I was like, that was so heavy in my luggage. I just can't. So I bought 1. I was just like, this is very exciting. So that was my Halifax journey. I bought yarn when I was in Boston too, but it's over there. I can't go get it, but it's nice yarn. But it was so nice to see Mikey and just get to chat with him a little bit. And
that's so nice. It's so nice to be able to catch up with a colleague where it's not a work event. Yes. And half of your brain always has to be doing like work. Yeah. So it's nice that you guys just got to have lunch together. Like, how lovely is that?
And it was the first time John had ever met him or Daniel. And you know,
why would he be there with you?
It's so funny because like you meet Daniel. Everybody loves Mikey, right? But everybody loves Daniel. Daniel is just this. I can't explain Daniel. He is just fantastic. He's just fantastic. He's this gentle-hearted soul, fiercely protective of Michael, which you love. And he's just this great guy, right? Yeah. So as we're leaving, I was like, I looked at John like, so what'd you think? He goes, they're really great. He goes, you're absolutely right. Like Mikey, I mean, we've talked about this before. Mikey has like, there's online Mikey and there's Mikey, just like everybody, right? Everybody has like, and so he's just he's just this chill guy. Like I really just like him a lot. And I said, what'd you think of Dan? He goes, oh, I could be best friends with Daniel. And I'm like, I'm like, you just do. Cause then Daniel and John connected on the fact that they have to essentially feed and take care of me and Mikey. So Daniel's all, Michael forgets to eat. And John goes, so does Marlena. So does Marlena. He's like, Daniel's is like, I'll be outside gardening. I'll do something for like hours. He'll be at 2:00 in the afternoon. He's like, surely if Michael's eaten, and he'll go in and he hasn't had anything. It's like, I got to make him some food. And John's like, yeah, I do that every night. He's like, they're just like going back. And I'm just looking at Daniel looking at Michael. I'm like, yeah, it's the ADHD in us. Like, that's just what it is. And so we were talking about that a little bit. I don't know. It was just wonderful. It was very nice. I really enjoyed it. I wish I could have met their friend Karen, who I've heard so much about online. But you know, it was just really wonderful. So Michael was encouraging me to, I told you this, to talk to Virgin, because we were on Virgin Voyages, which y'all, so I absolutely 100% recommend. Like they were just so great. But Michael was like, you should talk and ask them like about, are there rooms to, why can't I speak all of a sudden? Like conference room sort of things, or where you could have like a Marly Bird cruise. And I was like, I don't even know where to start with that. I was like, I don't know. He's like, listen, it would be something you could totally do. He goes, and it's completely different than things you've done before. Cause he knows I've done a cruise before that I did not enjoy. I did not like working with the company. I did not like the person. I just hated the whole thing. Experience. Not the people I was teaching. Really enjoyed them. They were delightful.
It's a different thing.
It was, And so he's like, it's completely different because I get to direct and and say what's taught and how it's done and all the things. You guys, you use somebody like an agent who puts it all together. So they're doing all the behind the scenes stuff. I just have to worry about when I get on board, what am I going to teach? What events are we doing? Put together the goodie bags and do that. He's like, that's easy. I'm like, well, I could do that. So I don't know. I just was like, that would be neat. But all I kept thinking was about getting you on the ship. Because I'm like, I'm not doing that shit alone. That's not gonna happen.
Like, no. How many drugs and how soon does she need to start taking those drugs before she would get on a ship?
So John has terrible motion sickness. Like,
that's
terrible.
What I have. Yeah.
The doctor gave us a prescription strength motion stuff. Like, he had nothing. He was not sick at all. Not even a little bit.
That's wild.
Yeah. And he was not the only person. Like, a lot of people had the little sticker back there and not sick at all. And there were times the boat was kind of rocking like this as we were going on. We weren't too far away from shore. So we were far enough you could still see land and whatnot. But he didn't get sick even once. I mean, we're working out and it's rocking and stuff. And we were fine. So I really think you could be okay. I
just have to prepare.
You just have to prepare.
But I'm like you. I want to know nothing about it.
Yeah. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to organize who rooms where, how much it costs. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to be able to show up and just have fun with everybody.
Right.
The hardest part is I know it would not be cheap. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anything like that is going to cost a good amount of money. But I mean, even Melissa does cruises and stuff all the time, and she loves doing them. And so I think it'd be fun. Melissa Leitman.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I think it'd be great to do something like that. I don't know. So anyways, that's a whole idea out there, but it was lovely to see Michael and Daniel, and then to meet all the wonderful people I met. Love the cruise line so much. The food was so good. The atmosphere was good. The whole vibe of the trip was good. John got a tattoo. Did I tell you that? John got a tattoo on the trip because there's a tattoo artist there. It was just wonderful. Like, I could have probably spent another 5 days. 10 days is a lot, but I could have spent another 5 days.
That's wild. You never say stuff like that.
No, I totally could have spent another 5 days there. Lord knows I had enough clothes because I didn't know how to dress. And I had more than enough clothes. Like, everything that I brought to be like sort of dress up, whatever, I wore like once. Just like not once, not all of it once. I wore one. Out of the 7 I wore one. Everything else I wore. I mean, we did laundry on the ship, and then I wore my overall things all the time. Oh my God, I love those so much. They're so comfortable. Every time I would put them on, I'm like, oh, I love these. And John's like, yeah, you keep saying that. I'm like, they're so comfortable. And it just was lovely. Anyways, so that was really good. But I'm excited. Turkey Trot's on the way. I'm excited about first fall, especially when I ran into this, and then I took a video of the me finding like a whole side of a rack of just thrummed mittens, like actually made thrummed mittens.
Yeah.
And I'm like, John, this is what we're making, because he saw me bring fleece.
Just in case somebody doesn't know what that means, can you explain to them what a thrummed mitten is?
So yes, hold on. Where's the one I started? It is a mitten that, as you're knitting or crocheting, you have some of this roving. So you pull off this roving it's about 3 inches, and you could either fold it over and kind of rub it in the middle to kind of make it like a bow, or you could just use it as just 3 inches of roving, and you knit it with the stitch so that the end of the roving is on the inside. So when you put your hand in your mitten, you're putting it into this nice big fluffy goodness, and it keeps your hands nice and warm. You know what? Hold on a minute. I
bet you have it somewhere.
I have some.
Basically, it makes like a really thick fabric, because what happens is all that roving doesn't really felt, but like gets matted down and twist into each other, so it doesn't like come out of the front. And they're like super, super warm. Like, I don't think there's anything warmer out there at all.
Warm. Hold on.
And
I just gave Josiah. Oh, here they are. Okay. Oh, here it is.
And like, they look really very like neat. on the front, and then on the inside it's like, yes, Stacy, it's exactly like Sherpa lined. Yeah.
So that's the inside. So these are actually ones that we're going to make, y'all. These are the fingerless ones. And then here's the outside.
Like, so like it looks so wild. Like the outside looks like very,
so this is what the inside of that looks like.
Neat. They don't look like, it looks like a Swiffer on the inside, and
they're so soft and they're so warm. You can make them in knitting. I had never found a crochet pattern with thrums before when I started knitting and crocheting.
Yeah.
So I designed a crochet thrummed mitten pattern. And I'm just gonna, like, to this day, I only know mine. I don't know anybody else's. So you can crochet thrums with thrums. But yeah, so this is the first fall project, y'all. This is what it looks like on the inside. Isn't it fun? They're fun.
Yeah, but I think Stacey, Sherpa lined makes a lot of sense. It's like any of those things that you see when you like buy them, where they're like have like a fleece line. It's like doing that, but there's not like, you do it while you're knitting or crocheting it.
Yeah.
And you're pulling them out. And there's nothing like extra you have to do. It's just wearing it that makes it.
Yes. So that's the thing here. So this roving here is not a superwash. So as you wear it, it does felt. It felts together on the inside. So it keeps things super warm, which is really great for the crochet, right? Because crochet naturally has kind of some holes in it. You can use superwash roving. That's actually what this is. That's why they're still not sort of felted together. They're still kind of separated apart.
Yeah.
And, but it feels so good. These feel so good. Yeah, this was done. This yarn, the roving in here is Lorna's Laces from back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And then I said I wasn't gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Hold on.
And she wants to show you what else she's got. It is.
When I was in Boston, I bought a bunch of yarn, which I told you that. But then they had Malabrigo roving.
Oh,
right. And so this is a superwash. So it's very, very soft, Malabrigo. Yeah. And I was like, well, then I can show this. I bought this before I bought this. I'm like, really I mean, clearly the universe is telling me this is what we're supposed to make. We're supposed to be making this, y'all.
Well, you love making it too. Like, you have so much fun making them.
Yes. Because it's addictive. You guys think of like cables and stuff are addictive, and you're asking me for fast stuff, right? They work up so quickly because it's worsted weight yarn, and it's just they work up really quickly and fun. You can have a pair done in a weekend, so it's the perfect little first fall weekends project. I'm very excited. So that's first fall,
and you're gonna go through like where to get the roving and where you can find it and all that.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot coming because Marley's not dumb. Like,
am I gonna leave?
It's not a you can just get it here. It's
there's a lot of different places.
There's a lot more places than you think you can get them.
I mean, I could probably get like 3 pairs of mittens from one big thing of roving. Like, it doesn't take that much. It's very cool. I'm very excited. So it felt very cool when I was in Boston and I found this. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. And then to be in Halifax and find all the fleece artists and actual thrummed mittens, I was like, okay, I am supposed to be making these. I'm supposed to be doing this. And so I'm very excited. I'm very excited about it. Yeah.
That's real. It's
super Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Super fun.
So yeah, I have, this is the knit ones. So obviously these are just the fingerless. I have the pattern mitten also for full on mittens, and I have a pattern mitten for convertible mittens. So it's a variety of stuff. But the free version will only be for the fingerless. Anyways, and then I have to make the crochet one. I have crochet ones made, but I'm going to make another pair set. Yeah.
You have to make another pair.
Yeah.
You always have to make more than you think.
I know. Well, and I meant to make them this weekend, but I couldn't put down the cables.
I think that's why
keep knitting the cables.
Keep going with what you got.
Yeah. I was outside knitting on my porch. Oh my gosh. I was knitting on my porch last night, enjoying myself, knitting on the porch, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, like something hit me. And I went like this. Girl, y'all. That was on my neck. It is a praying mantis. And I was like, oh my God, time to go inside.
That's a big guy.
Oh my goodness gracious. I was just like, no. Yeah, look at that thing.
I'm glad you didn't kill it. They're good for the environment.
No.
But at the same time, I do not want it on my neck.
It touched I was like, what is going on? And I saw it hit. I was like, and I heard it hit. Like, it wasn't just like I heard it hit the ground. I was like, oh, that's enough nature for me.
Don't want that on me.
Like, I'm done.
All good.
Oh, all right. So that's all of that. The Swiss House Tunisian hat went out. People love it. Oh. I've seen so many people talking about making it. I have it right here because I brought it with me. Oh, here they are. These are the thumb mittens I bought. Like, I bought the actual thumb mittens. I was so in shock that they had. I was like, this is perfect. But I was like, that's kind of cool. I tried to choose some that were different than anything I made. I was like, look how neat how different you can make them.
Yeah.
But again, like, the inside looks like that. Isn't that just the coolest? I mean, this is so cool. Okay, what was I saying to you? Oh, yes. Like, those are just so neat. The hat. So I wore the hat. I know, I'm all over the place. I wore the hat on the ship. People were like, what is that? Like, that is so pretty. And then, did you make that? I'm like, well, I didn't make it. My best friend made it, but you could make it. And so people were really liking it, which is great. And then the Moogly Square, people like the Moogly Square because that's super cute. And the video went out. Which, can I just say how perfect it is, my little intro? And you're like, well, thanks, Marly.
I knew you were doing the intro, so that kind of helped when I filmed it.
But it was adorable. I was like, well, it's like we planned that.
Yes, you would think that either of us would listen to our own videos before we do it. No.
Yeah. So see, look, I was making it and it's way too big. I was like, okay.
But I like the rainbow that you got going.
It looks cool, right? Yeah. And you know what's hard about that? So I made thrums and I put them in a baggie so I could just reach in and grab so that I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
But they're so pretty. Anyways, but I'm going to have to rip this out because it's way too big. Like, it's just way too big. Like, maybe if it was like a 2-person mitten. Nah. So I'm just gonna rip that out and take care of that again. Yeah. Okay, I'm done talking about the thrums. It's fun. Y'all are gonna really enjoy making these.
Yeah,
like you really will.
We're gonna talk more about them very, very soon. So it's not even worth it to go too deep.
No. You're gonna love it.
It's a quick. All that we'll say is that when they come out, it's a very quick project. You don't need a ton of stuff. Like, you will only really need to buy the roving, because I'm sure you don't have that. Otherwise, you're going to have everything that you need.
Yeah.
There's no special tools.
Oh, the place was called Northern Waters Knitwear and Tartan Shop. That's what they were called.
Yeah.
You're going to like it.
I like it. I mean, yes, obviously the project is definitely where you live somewhere cold. Like,
yes.
There's not a project if you live in Florida. I'm sorry.
But it's also something cool. Like, if you have friends or family that live in somewhere cold and you're looking for something to make them for Christmas or the holidays or just something a little bit special, this is a really cool thing. Yeah. Or even I want to make myself a headband with the fleece. Just for my ears. I think that would be really good because I would totally wear that at track. I would absolutely wear that at track.
I like it when they do it with the slippers.
Yeah, they had slippers there. It's funny, the crochet mittens that I have those in my big old coat for track, and those are the mittens that all of the throwers fight over when they're
because it's super warm. It keeps you super warm.
They all fight over those mittens. They love them.
Yeah,
they think they're great.
Makes all the sense in the world. Yeah.
All right, so that's enough for me. You're up.
So you've been doing Turkey Trot, and I've had nothing to do with Turkey Trot. I haven't even moved forward from when you left doing the swatches. All I did was wind my balls of yarn. And I've
Nice.
made 2 swatches. I don't like either of them. So I've done nothing. I was like, not for me. Not for me. I don't want to do it. So I've been doing Jolly Holiday. So I've been busting out Jolly Holiday left and right. Because that was just what was more exciting to me than Turkey Trot.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not exciting. It's just, I don't know. You got me on the Tunisian track, so I'm now doing Tunisian. So eventually I'll get sick of it.
The best thing, you guys, she's working on something Tunisian that she's been working on for like 4 years now, like off and on, like a while.
Should I show it to them? I haven't.
I think you totally should, because I freaking love it. And all I keep thinking is, and I finally was like, that's wool. You can't wear wool.
I can't.
Who's gonna get that?
We're finished this one part of it, and I had an allergy attack, so I had to put it away. Like, I had to fold it and put it away. That's how bad my allergy attack is. So this is, I don't know if you can see it. This is the Tunisian, I would say, like the color work part of it. It's folded in half.
I love that so much.
Yeah, so very like a Southwest vibe. Obviously, I have to, weave in my ends. But yeah, it's been a really long time because I just grabbed the random balls of yarn and I started making this when we took Ellie, and when we took the kids to England for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a really long time ago. They were little. So yes, this will come out for Jolly Holiday. It's all Tunisian. Sorry, guys. I'm not doing it in crochet. It's just Tunisian. It's really, really fun. It's gorgeous.
I love it, love it, love it.
It uses city tweed. I'm using up all of like the good stuff that we have laying around because I want to.
You know what? I totally can relate to that. I can totally relate.
I have it, and so it's so hard for me not to want to do it.
I have some twill. We love twill. So I have some twill that I totally want to make like a cardigan, like a cardigan with. To which Josiah, of course, is like, you don't need to make another cardigan, Mom. You just got to make something fast, make something quick. And I'm like, people like bigger things too.
Thanks.
I'm like, it's just a longer term project. But for Jolly Holiday, I have a lot of people working out. Like Craig is making a hat right now for Jolly Holiday. And then, Tasha finished the cowl.
Yes.
The cowl.
The gigantic cowl.
The cowl. That I think I am going to take photos of it the way it is. And I'm going to cut it in half and make it into 2. So that's what I'm going to do. And then Tammy is working on a crochet cowl right now too. That's really pretty. So I've got those things in the mix, but I got to start making a few other things. Josiah is learning to knit.
Yeah, you said that.
Josiah is learning to knit.
I'm back on Tammy's making a cowl because I was like, why is she doing that? I'm making a cowl for Jolly Holiday. So I'm like,
you know about it. It's a crocheted one. It's a derivative of the Vixen's vibe, whatever.
I know things. Like I actually know them. They go in and out.
Okay. We don't have to use it. We don't have to use it for Jolly Holiday at all.
All right.
It could be for anything.
It's fine. I mean, mine can too. It's just one of those things that I was like, oh, I will work this up. This will be my last Tunisian project. I'll be done.
There you go.
And then I can move forward.
Yeah.
But that's funny. I was like, what should I make? I want to make a quick little Tunisian because I have like all of this. I don't even think they make it anymore. It's Snuggle Puff. It's
I like that stuff.
It's cotton and something, but it's like really big and thick and like, but super, super soft. And it's actually something I can wear.
I made a hat out of that and it's so nice.
It's so soft. It feels like super luxurious.
Yeah.
And it's cotton. But I was like, I don't have a cowl in the collection. I'll make a cowl.
Hey, you
really already did.
You don't have to. It doesn't have to go in it. It could go, it can do it whatever we want. Craig, he probably would like a dude's knit. Here's the deal. Y'all know he wants the polo shirt thing that he's talking about. And so I showed him the crochet and the knit, and he's like, well, I think I want to knit. I'm like, okay. So I took some inspiration shots of people in knit ones and sent it to Shiri. I was like, what do you think? And she goes, it's so funny you said that, because I saw something on a guy the other day. She's like, oh, we should do something like that. And I'm like, I have the knitter that's going to make it. So,
that's really funny.
I mean, clearly he's not going to make it.
He's not. No,
he's not going to make it. But
no, not if he's just beginning.
No, but he really wants to do it, and it's cute because he, you know, when he throws or he does anything that he's ever really concentrated, he sticks his tongue out. Like when he would go down the basketball court, he always sticks his tongue out. And so the other day he was knitting, he was showing me. And he's like, this really isn't that hard. I don't know why people, you know, it's not that hard. And I'm like, it's not that hard, huh? And he's like, no. And he's like sticking his tongue out the whole time. And he doesn't realize that he's sticking his tongue out. Let me see here. I have a video of it. And he's making all these like ticks, like sort of
like
faces. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, this is funny because I don't think you realize that you're making all these faces, dude. Hold on. I got to show you. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just like, hurry up and hold on. That's what I keep saying. Oh, he did the long tail cast on. Let's see if it'll play. If you see his tongue, he'll stick his tongue out here in a minute. He's like, look at that long tail.
Yeah. He's definitely thinking about it.
Oh yeah, look.
Yeah, there he goes.
There's the tongue. Mm-hmm. So he really starts to really get to concentrating. He's like, it's not that hard. I'm like, okay, it's not that hard, huh?
But it's taking all your attention, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he's all about it. And then he's like, I learned to knit and I learned to purl, and I'm like, okay. And it was just interesting because he wanted to learn, but he was leaving my house and going to Taylor's. So Tasha was there. So Tasha was really the one teaching him. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. So
sometimes it's better not to be your mother.
Yes. And so it's like Tasha sent me pictures of him doing it at her house. And I said, Josiah doesn't remember this, but when he was like 4 or 5 years old, he learned to knit. Like he do I have to download these? This is weird. He learned to knit. So I sent her pictures of him knitting.
Yeah.
He was a little baby.
I taught my kids how to crochet a little bit old. They were a little bit older than that, but like they can pick it up now, like it's like riding a bike now that they're older.
Look at that baby.
I know he's not a baby anymore.
2010. He was born in 2006, so he was like 4, maybe almost 5. 4.
He would have been 4.
Yeah, he was 4. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Hello, baby.
So maybe it's just a little bit of muscle memory that he doesn't even remember that he has.
Exactly.
You know,
something.
You just never know.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah.
I'm already sneezing from
the wool.
Well, the wool. I think it's the alpaca in it, honestly.
I could see that. The alpaca bugs me. Depending on what it is, it can bug me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Here I go.
I also have the dog sweaters for Jolly Holiday.
For me. For you.
I have knit Jolly Holidays dog sweaters.
Okay.
That I have to send the yarn out today for, which I'll have to get your help with.
Okay. We're great at remembering things. We're really good at it.
I went and worked out today. I was very impressed that I went and worked out because you guys know that Mondays are they're hard for me. And so usually I work out on Sundays. Well, I just slept very, very poorly Saturday night. So I didn't go work out yesterday. But Jalen was like, you can come today if you want. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to. So I went this morning. I was very proud of myself. But man, it's kind of hard getting back in the swing. I mean, we worked out on the ship, like I said, but literally getting in the car, driving to the place. And, once I was there, though, it felt so good to be there. It was like, this is lovely.
Yeah. I mean, I look at what you're doing as kind of like physical therapy. It's something that you do a couple of times a week that it's good for your body. It takes a while. Mm-hmm. It's something that you set aside time for yourself. Mm-hmm. And it is. It's really good. However many times you get there, it's fabulous.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I also like that on the ship, on the off days, I don't usually do cardio, and we did an hour on the treadmill. So I'm going to keep that up here at the house because I liked doing that. So that was nice.
That's great. Your dogs are going to be so tired if you take them for a walk.
I know. We took them for a walk on Sunday. They were exhausted. Or Saturday. They were exhausted. Exhausted.
Because is it still hot out by you? It's still hot here.
Yeah. That's why I was having I think that's why the hot flash Saturday night was hitting me so bad. Our house was it was so hot. Yeah. And John thought it was great. He's like, oh, we have the temperature at 70. And I was like, you are crazy. You are crazy. Cool. I had all the blankets off of me. He woke up that morning and I was like, I am so tired. He's like, why? Like, honey, I was up and down all night long. It was so hot. It was so hot. Yeah. So last night he goes, hey, you should go turn the air conditioning down so that you're nice. So I put it down to 65 last night. I slept like a baby. It was lovely. I was like, this is heaven. This feels good. He's wearing his wool socks to bed, has blankets all over him. The dogs are laying on top of him, and I'm like, yes.
They're fighting for their life.
I know. I'm in my tank top. I have a fan on my face and the overhead fan is going. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And I put on the eye mask. That's the cooling eye mask. And I'm like, okay, let's go to sleep now.
You're so lovely. You're so lovely to be around right now.
I know. It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's awful. It's awful.
Anyways, all right. So Jolly Holiday, if y'all don't know, usually we do Jolly Holiday around December, but we're moving it up this year. If we get if all of our eggs in our chickens in a row, basket, whatever, eggs in a basket, chickens in a row, if everything gets done, it'll be out sooner than December. That's a big if, y'all. It's a big if.
Pretty sure it's ducks in a row.
Ducks in a row. Chickens in a row. Whatever.
I like that you were like, eggs, chickens. I don't know. Kept on going.
We get all of our yarn wound up. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever. If it's all done, it'll be out sooner. It'll be out before Turkey Trot, actually, if we get it all done.
If we get it all done.
That's a big if. It's a big if.
It's a really big if.
Hey, with my Turkey Trot literally nearly done, that's a possibility. I could just shift gears here soon. I just don't want to lose momentum because I'm so close to the finish.
You need to keep that going. Focus.
Yeah. Because the sleeves are gonna take 2 days. I mean, sleeves, you guys know this. If you've never made a sweater before, sleeves, you're like, oh, that's not going to take me very long. Dude, if you lay out a sleeve flat, it's bigger than the back of your sweater, 2 sleeves. It's a lot of knitting.
It's a lot.
It takes a lot. So it'll be nice to have that all done. And I'm going to film myself here moving forward. Since now I'm home, I can film myself doing the pockets and I can film myself doing the sleeves. I can film myself doing the button band. So I don't have to film myself doing that again later for the Marly Birdhouse stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Right. It'll be good. I don't know. I feel like this has just been a big regurgitation of here we are. What are we going to do? What's happening?
But that's okay. I mean, it is where we are. There's no big announcements or anything right now. So I think that's all okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sandy. Yeah. Yeah. Thrum mittens. Very much just like that. I mean, they're mittens. Mittens with thrums. So yeah. What's Craig saying?
The sleeve island. They call it sleeve island for a reason.
Yes, they do. Yes.
Yeah.
Chickens do not get in rows, I promise. I believe you. I believe you. Deborah, did you get your hook, by the way? I sent those hooks. It was Deborah, right? Deborah won one. Deborah won one, and Christine. And Christine.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have the blanket getting made for Jolly Holiday. Look at me. I am making it happen. Making it
rain. So many projects.
Crystal's making a blanket. So that's good. See, I got this. Oh perfect. My God.
It's perfect.
Craig's probably like, I'm going to take as much time as I want on this hat so she doesn't give me anything else. Oh, God. All right. Anybody have any questions? Anything else? Anything else we might have missed? Oh, good. Deborah got it. Good. Awesome. I'm glad it's the perfect size for your. They don't fit me at all. I just saw that what company is that? Furls. They came out with some new hooks, like different colors and stuff. And I'm like, gosh, I wish I liked them because they are so pretty.
They're really pretty.
They're very, very pretty. I just don't like them.
They're not my thing either. But again,
they're very
like I said,
though.
It's nice that there's lots of different kinds so that you can find your favorite kind.
Yep. Exactly.
We were talking about hooks before. Like it's even though it's not our thing, could be somebody else's, and that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, I think we've given them 55 minutes of
nothing. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Nothing. A whole bunch of BS.
Yeah.
Next Monday, we'll be doing something because we'll be talking about first fall because I've got to get that out.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about first fall. But maybe we could do a demo. Maybe you could teach us something.
Maybe I could teach you how to make a thrum because like that's a big part of it. The whole thing. Yeah.
If you want, or you can save that for class and just teach us something else knitting wise.
Could do that too. Could do all the things. I got a lot of options.
Yeah. What about that tubular cast on? You can teach us that.
Oh, that's cool too. Because I used what the heck is it? I must have put it over there. It's like this rubber tubing that you can buy on Amazon. I'll give the link to it. It's so useful, and you guys are gonna love it. Like you're gonna want to get this because that's like
this is a great idea.
Yeah,
person.
That's what I'm using. Like it's holding it's holding this, so I can just stick the needle into this rubber tubing, and it pulls my needle through all the stitches. And it's fantastic. It's so good.
Show us, wise master.
Okay, so I'll have to make sure I send a link out so people can get the tubing. It's on Amazon. It's real cheap.
Or just show it to us and we can do it later if we find it cool.
Yeah, it's real cool.
You know what I mean? Like you can start one of the mittens with it, just a little one.
Want it? You're gonna want it. Okay, I should do that.
I already like how it looks, so I already know I want it.
It's really cool. It's really cool. I'm like, well, this is fantastic. Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us today and catching up. It was very nice to chat with all of you, see a lot of you here, a lot of friendly faces. And be ready. We will be sending out all the information soon about everything we're talking about and all the things. So hopefully you guys are ready. I know that in the Marly's Minions group, people were talking about trying to get some of their previous longs finished. I absolutely encourage you to do that always. If you can like pick one thing that maybe you don't have finished yet and just try and finish it before you start like either turkey trot or first fall or whatever it is you want to make sure that you're a big part of. It'll just feel like it's a reward when you get to start one of the events. So I know that there's a couple people that are already doing that, finishing some of their older projects up. And I get it. Like I have a couple that I have to finish too. So I completely understand how that works.
Yeah.
But
don't we all?
I have so many. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see all of you guys online over at the Marly's Minions Facebook group, the Marly's by Crafty community, on Instagram, on Facebook. I don't really participate in the Ravelry threads and stuff, but we put stuff on Ravelry all the time. And I will let you guys know that on Etsy, I'm going to go confirm this before I say it out loud because I'm pretty sure I have a sale going on over at Etsy right now. I'm going to confirm it before I say out loud what it is. Yep. 55% off all of my patterns on Etsy.
Nice.
So if you are interested in like not all of my patterns on Ravelry are on Etsy, just so you guys know, like we're very strategic what we put on Etsy. But all of the patterns on Etsy are 55% off. If you're interested at all, go and have a look. All right. That's it from us, everybody.
Great.
See you later.
Great. All right. Bye, everybody.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.